Hello guys, Bjorn Kunzel here once again from Team Bjorn Kunzel at Weeks of Macklin Real Estate with a video for you about when's a good time to sell and when's not. Let's cut straight to the dirty end of the business. When's not a good time to sell? Probably the only month of the year is December. Only because people are in holiday mode. Being a majority Christian-based country here, we do celebrate Christmas. A lot of people are on holidays end of the year as well. So people are out on holidays, the end of the year, 4 weeks holidays, Christmas, all that sort of jazz. Apart from that, however, I want to go through something with you. This black line here represents the number of the buyers in the market at any given point in time. And these green graphs here represent the number of properties available on the market at any given point in time. Now, what I'm trying to show you here is supply versus demand, all right? Supply versus demand. It's very important from a home seller's point of view and from a buyer's point of view that you understand supply versus demand. The more supply of anything out there available, the more properties available, the more cars available, the more whatever available, okay? If there's more supply than what there is demand, prices will be lower. If there's more demand than what there is supply, prices will generally be higher. So, summertime comes along, January and February, a lot of properties go on the market and buyers start to come back from holidays and start purchasing. But as you can see, there's probably more property than what there is actually buyers on the market. Once again, you hit March, and that's the same case again, and then April, May, it starts to taper off. And then we hit what we call the beautiful, cozy winter months, okay? June, July, and August. Now, what happens here is all the homeowners go, foot on the brake, let's not sell until springtime. So what happens is all of a sudden, the supply levels drop quite dramatically and they only start to pick up again in August. So June and July, supply levels are extremely low. Right now at the moment, I've only got 2 properties that I'm selling and another 4 that have come on board from an SMS that I sent out 2 days ago. So congratulations to those guys taking action. But what I'm trying to tell you is if you are a home seller out there and you're thinking about selling, why not put your property on the market now when you have less competition? The less competition you have, the more buyers you have for your property, the more chance there is of you achieving a premium price. Buyers do not care about what day, month, time of year it is, except for maybe Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, and that week either side. They don't care about what month they're in, what season they're in, what the weather's doing. The serious buyers always buy. I have just purchased a property in winter myself, and I paid a premium price to secure what I wanted in order to get moved in and get the kids settled, ready for schooling in the next year, okay? And I'm a real estate agent. So, why not put your property on the market now? Beat the spring rush. In springtime, what happens? You still have the same amount of buyers out there. It has a slight increase, but you have an extra 20 to 30% of properties available on the market. So if you're selling in spring, and that's your plan, that's fantastic and that's fine, but you need to make sure that your property is priced cheaper than everything else that's out there if you're selling in spring. You need to make sure that your property is presented better than everything else out there if you're selling in spring. And you need to make sure that your property has better value, better presentation than anything else out there that you're competing with. Because buyers will be going from one home to the next and looking at maybe 20 to 30 properties before they make a choice. Right now in winter, when I was looking for my home, I looked at 5 properties. That was all that was available. And the one that came up that I wanted, I jumped on it and I bought it and I paid a premium price. If you want to know how I can benefit you in these winter months, give me a call on 0404 164 447.